Handling an overdue invoice can be difficult, but I'm going to show you how you can ask for payment professionally and make sure you never fall behind on your accounts receivable ever again. If you want to find out the 6 steps to making this a reality, you have to join me for this episode of The Inside BS Show. Hi, my name is Dave Lorenzo. This is the show that takes you inside business strategy, shares all the insider business secrets with you, and today we're talking about handling an overdue invoice. You need to ask for payment professionally, and you can't let your accounts receivable get too far out of hand. If you have accounts receivable that are older than 30 days, this is the most important video you're ever gonna watch. I'm gonna give you 6 things you can do, 6 things you can do in order to make sure you get paid right away, in order to make sure you get paid and you don't have to worry. So sit back and relax. Let's dive right into the content right now. The first thing I have to tell you is to avoid this problem totally, you need to make your business exclusively payment upfront only. Never, ever have accounts receivable. If you have outstanding accounts receivable, you're asking for trouble. So get paid up front. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, Dave, that is a huge competitive disadvantage for me. All my competitors extend payment terms. They get paid 60 days, 90 days, sometimes 120 days in advance. I'll tell you, you can do this in any business. There are 3 steps to making sure you can and do get paid up front. The first step is to be very good at what you do. You have to be exceptional. You have to be in the top 10% of everyone who does what you do. Once you're in that exceptional category, it elevates you above the average. Get in the exceptional category, be the best at what you do, and then you can move on to step 2. And step 2 is have overwhelming sales and marketing prowess. You have to be fantastic at selling, you have to be fantastic at marketing, you have to have a great system for attracting clients, increasing client lifetime value. I mean, hey, that's why you come here. That's why you're part of my community here on YouTube. You want to be great at sales and marketing. So step 2 to get paid up front is to be great at sales and marketing. Then step 3 is simply to be firm and say, I only do business based on getting paid up front. That's it. I don't get paid after the work is done. I don't get paid in installments. I get paid up front. Now, if you think this isn't possible, I'm gonna share some stories with you about how I implemented this in just about every type of business. I try to make all my clients convert to this system because worrying about money that people owe you is unproductive. It is the highest and worst use of your time. It is the absolute worst use of your time. You should have already been paid and you should move on. You don't need to worry about collecting money that people owe you. All right, so what do you need to do to gain the marketing prowess? Well, you gotta be great at what you do. I already said that. To gain the marketing prowess, I'm gonna give you something for free. Scroll down in the description of this video, you'll see a free gift from Dave. There's my revenue roadmap guide. Download my revenue roadmap guide. It's my system for business development. It's my system for both sales and marketing. Works in every business. I've used it for 30 years. Take it, it's yours, you can have it. It's my gift to you. Take that system right now. At the end of that 20-page guide, there's a questionnaire. Fill out the questionnaire. It will customize the system for you and your business, and you'll be fantastic at marketing. And this way you can walk away from any piece of business at any time if they don't want to pay you up front. Now, you're thinking it's a competitive disadvantage. You've already got the marketing prowess because I just gave you the system. You've already decided that you're only going to do business with people who pay you up front. You're already really good at what you do. So what happens if you're thinking to yourself, nobody in my industry does this? This exact thing happened to me 3 different times. It happened to me in the hotel industry, then it happened to me in corporate housing and real estate, and then it happened to me in consulting. And people said, nobody's gonna do business with you because you wanna get paid up front. In the hotel industry, I converted a really crappy, horrible hotel at the Meadowlands Sports Complex in New Jersey. It was full of truckers and bikers and hookers. I converted it into a corporate run establishment. I turned it into a Marriott, and I did it based on getting paid up front, and I never lost a client as a result. Didn't direct bill, only got paid up front. I did it in the corporate housing industry. In the corporate housing industry, I worked with Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Cantor Fitzgerald, everyone in the financial services industry. I worked with insurance companies like American General and AIG. All of them paid me up front. In consulting, I worked with Pfizer and IBM, and they're notorious for paying their bills not only at 60 days, not at 90 days, at 120 days or longer. And I said to them, no, we will not do business with you unless you pay us up front. And guess what? They did. In every business, there is someone who can write a check, and they will write a check in advance if they believe, number one, that you are the best and only solution for them. Number two, that you are an expert who deserves the money you're getting. And number three, if you plant your feet and you're firm and you say the only way we can do this is if you pay us up front. And everyone does. All right, so let's say you happen to have accounts receivable now. Let's move on to step two. What you can do if you have outstanding accounts receivable is you can offer a discount if they pay in the next 48 hours. Say, offer a 5% discount if they pay the bill in full in the next 48 hours. If it's a big bill, people will be willing to do that. If you have to sweeten the pot and offer a 10% discount, then sweeten the pot and offer a 10% discount. Money today is better than money in the future. Money today is far more valuable than money in the future. So discount the bill for immediate payment. Do it if you have to. All right, step number three, your attitude. Step number three is right between your ears. You have to understand and you have to believe that if you don't get paid in advance, you're never going to get paid at all. Here's a scenario for you. I work with a lot of lawyers. I work with a lot of law firms. And I tell them they got to get paid in advance. I hate hourly billing, but if they do bill by the hour, they have to get large retainers. And when the work is done, they can bill against the retainer and the money's already in the bank account. They can pull the money out of the bank account and pay themselves. Sometimes, especially in litigation, the retainer is depleted and they feel stupid, they feel funny asking for it to be replenished. You know what happens? The case goes to trial. Sometimes the law firm loses, and guess what? They don't get paid. Maybe they don't get paid because the client is unhappy with the result, or maybe they don't get paid because the client now is broke, they got to pay a big judgment, and they can't pay the lawyer. What does that mean? That means the law firm then has to sue their client. So they have to do more work to get paid for the work they already did. And the work they have to do to get paid is not going to be paid for itself. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. So your attitude needs to be, anything not paid in advance will never be paid at all. You need to write that on a Post-it note, put it on a wall in front of your desk, put it on your mirror in your bathroom, and realize that if you don't get paid in advance, you don't deserve to be paid at all, and it's your fault. If that's your attitude, you will always get paid in advance. So what do you do if people owe you money? Here's what you do. This is step 4 in how to handle an overdue invoice, right? Step 4 in how to handle an overdue invoice is how to ask for payment professionally. You do an email and direct mail. And you email once a week after the bill is due. Once a week you email, and the email says, "Dear Mr. Smith, as you know, we agreed that you would pay the bill when it was presented to you. I presented the bill to you on this date. It is now due in full. Please pay me immediately, and here's how you can pay." Now, every business, I don't care if you're a professional services business or you sell products, every business must take credit cards. Every business must have ACH capabilities, that's bank transfer capabilities, and every business must take wire transfers. You have to have those three: credit cards, ACH, wire transfers. This is the day and age of paper-free business. You shouldn't wait for a check. You should ask for payment using one of those three methods. Include your payment terms in your email. Email people with that script that I just gave you once a week for 30 days. Then send a physical letter that says exactly the script I just gave you once a month. If it goes beyond 30 days, you start emailing every single day and you send a letter once a week. You send it to your contact, okay? Now, the letter after 30 days is less friendly and it says final notice or legal action will commence. That's what the letter says after 30 days, okay? No more being nice. They've got your money. They need to give it to you. So after 30 days, the email says, final notice, legal action will commence if the bill is not paid by this day at this time. And then you give them the payment options. You email every day and you direct mail a letter once a week after that. If it goes beyond 60 days, then I want you to call every day. You call your contact every day, and then you also call the CEO of the company once a week. You leave a voicemail for the CEO. He sure as heck is not going to take your call because they owe you money. You leave a voicemail for the CEO. Eventually, his assistant will get sick of hearing your voice and somebody will pay you. Now, I went through those steps quickly, so let's take a step back. Step 4 is the email and the letter, the direct mail letter. The 30-day letter, before you get to 30 days, it says, please remit payment. It was due on this date. Payment is now past due. Please send it immediately to me at this address, or please wire it here. Here's the wire instructions. Please ACH it. Here's ACH instructions. Please pay by credit card. Here's how you can do that. After 30 days, final notice. That's in the subject line. You owe us this amount of money. It was due on this date. It is now past due. We will take legal action if you don't pay by this date and this time. Okay, that's step 5. Step 6, you start calling. Here's what you say. You take out your phone and you call every day and you go, hey, Mr. Smith, this is Dave Lorenzo. You owed us this money. It was due on April 1st. We did the work for you. You said you were happy with the work. There's a delay in the payment. I need to know when you're going to pay. I need you to pay as soon as possible. I sent you the payment options. Please let me know when you're going to pay this. I don't want to have to get the attorneys involved, but I will if I have to. And then you call the CEO. Hi, Mr. Jones. I just want to let you know that you have a past due invoice with us for $50,000. It was due on April 1st. It's now June 15th, and we still haven't received payment. We have our lawyers on this matter, and I don't want to have to sue. I also don't want to have to publicize the fact that you're taking a long time paying your bills. People may think you're having financial trouble. So please let me know how soon you can pay. I've offered several different payment options to Mr. Smith down in accounting. I haven't heard back from him. Please give me a call back. Let me know when you can take care of this. Those are the scripts for calling the CEO, for calling your contact. Look, here's the bottom line on how to get paid. It's your money. You did the work. You gotta be tough. From now on, you're only gonna accept payment in advance. If you're behind, I've given you 6 steps that you can get ahead or you can get current. If you're having trouble with this and you want more help, there are more videos available. I'm gonna link to them. You'll see the videos down below. There's a video on cash flow. There's another video on how to get paid if you have overdue invoices. Don't let yourself get in this position, but if you are, watch those videos right now. I'll see you in the next video.